WV3K. And I see K5RFG in there. I'm going to go ahead and add you, sir. KE8VZA returning. This is the BeaconNet early check-in opportunity for any stations wishing to do so. And what else? It is 23 minutes to the hour. Our lovely announcer will come on at the bottom of the hour, so we need to make sure that we give her the space needed when the time comes. But in the meantime, anyone else that would like to get on the list, please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Delta Quebec, Joe in Brookfield.
In and out for WB4AIZ down in Florida, and I'll be in and out as well.
All right, KE8VZA returning. We had a little bit of overlap there with a couple transmissions, but I believe I pulled it out of the fray there. So the first station I pulled out was Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Delta Quebec. Joe, if you could please confirm your call sign, make sure I have it right.
You have it correct. KF8ADQ, Joe.
Thank you very much, Joe. We'll clear with KF8ADQ for now. This is KE8VZA again. And courtesy of KG4SCK, we picked up in and out Chuck from Florida, WB4AIZ. If you're listening, Chuck, 73, and thanks for passing along your check-in there. And Mark in the middle, KG4SCK. I got you also in and out. And thanks for checking in, and thanks for checking out. So that leads us down to so if anybody else would like to check in, please. All right, this is KE8VZA returning. I will be the logger and the net control station for the BeaconNet tonight. We have a little less than 4 minutes before the pre-show starts, courtesy of our pre-show net controller, KE8QWE Mike, who I believe is waiting in the wings. He is in the green room right now. Before Mike takes the floor here, anybody else that would like to get on the list, I did pick up Harry, KE8ZZR from the blue screen, and Ryan, I had to blink my eyes there and see that I already checked you in, K5RFG, and it was nice to meet you at the meeting last Thursday. So anyone else that would like to check in, we still have about 2.5 minutes. This is the early check-in opportunity. And Mike will be taking more check-ins after the Mickey Mouse roll call at a little after 9:30 there. And then when I take the floor at 10, I will take some more check-ins then. So if you have something to do and you rather wait to check in, that's fine. But if you want to squeak in now, go for it.
KF8AXO, David.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown, in and out, no traffic, 7-3.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, we had a couple of check-ins, and I also picked up a few from the blue screen. Let me read down those real quick. We're getting down to the wire. Let's see, WB8CXO Mike, I got you on the list. And KF8, this is Alpha X-Ray Oscar, David, got you on the list. Keith, KE8TQR, got you on the list and marked you in and out. Thanks for checking in, Keith, in 73. And I also picked up Tom, KA8MNT, from the blue screen. And Mike, WB8CXO, I did see in the blue screen you would like to be in and out, and I will do that. Thank you, sir. Okay, at this time I ask that you please stand by. We have less than a minute, and our lovely announcer will kick off the pre-show.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
CQ. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. This is Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. If there's any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. I'm going to take a quick break. Okay, we didn't have any emergency or priority traffic, which is good. That means somebody was having an issue if we would have. Okay, the net is on the following: the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset of 600K and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48496, an Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. Okay, we got that out of the way. First thing we better go and do is the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's go with Eric. I know he's there. He was doing a fantastic job. KE8VZA. Hello, Eric.
W8WKY.
KE8QWE. This is KE8VZA. Good to hear you tonight, Mike. And you're sounding good on this end. And I will turn it back to you. KE8VZA, back to pre-net control.
Okay, Eric, you sound fine, which I figured you would. I've been listening to you doing the pre-checks, and of course you've done a fantastic job. Okay, let's go up to Medina, KD8EBC. KD8EBC. Okay, he is not there. We'll holler for him when the net is underway. Let's go see what Just Nick's doing. KD8 SLG, Just Nick.
KE8QW, this is KD8 SLG, checking in from Happy Valley, Pennsylvania. I'm here.
Okay, Nick, that sounds good. Hey, is everybody happy in Happy Valley tonight?
Gasoline is $3.90 a gallon here, and I don't even want to tell you what I paid for Joule pods. So, no, everybody's not happy here. At least I'm not. Good to hear you, Mike. KD8 SLG, back to net control.
Okay, well, Nick, I hate to say it, but it's not going to be too awful long till we're going to be paying that for gas around here. So, in any event, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8 SLG. I don't know if Alan is there or not, but I'll go ahead and holler for him. KI5DAY, Alan, are you there? KI5DAY, Alan, are you there? Okay, Alan is here. He's probably on his other net, but I'm sure once we get underway, he will be joining us to do the alternate trivia question. I don't know where he comes up with these things at, but they are great. Okay, I'm going to run down through. We have now, we have AB8MO, we have Whiskey 3 ETB Eddie, we have KE8YUG Josh, we have KF8 ANS Marie, we have K5 CFY, that's Ray, we have Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, that's Phil, have K5 RFG, that's Ryan, we have KF8 ADQ, that is Joe, we have Whiskey Bravo AIZ, that's Chuck in Florida, he is in and out, we have KG4 FCK, Mark, he is in and out also. We have KE8 ZZR, that's Harry. We have Whiskey Bravo 8 CXO, that is Mike. KF8 AXO, that is David. KE8 TQR, that is Keith. And we have Tom KA8 MNT. So it looks like Eric has done a fantastic job with the pre-show. So, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX, Joe in Akron. I'm going to be in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee November Juliet, John in Norton.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha November Tango, Steve in Elyria, in and out.
Okay, I picked up KE8 VQX Joe, he is in and out. I picked up KE8 YNJ, and that is John. John, are you going to be here for the whole net? Over.
Yeah, I'll stick around. This is trivia.
Okay, John, welcome to our net. Okay, and we have KF8ANT Stefan in Elyria. Looks like he is in and out. It looks like we have a KF8 ANT. Okay, we got that. Okay. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
November 8, Mike Kilo Romeo, John and Elliot, checking in and out. Good evening.
Okay, could the last caller please come with your call sign again, please?
Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot, Mike, Erie County, I'll be in and out.
Okay, that was Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot. Okay, you're going to be in and out. Okay. And looks like we had November 8, MKR. That was John. He was in and out. So let's just get this thing moving on. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it looks like Eric did a really good job. We already have a pretty healthy list. But if you'd like to join us, come with your name and your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, please. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a slow night, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, I'm sure we'll pick up more folks as it goes on. So, we're on the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. If you'd like to join us, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Oh, I hate to hear you beg for them. This is KE8 MMY, Chris in Amherst, Kilo, Echo 8, Mike Yankee.
W8WKY, W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8.
Okay, I picked up Chris, KE8 MMY. Hey, Chris, I will take him however way I can get him. Hey, are you going to join us for the whole net? Over.
I'll be here. If I'm a moment slow picking up, it's just because I'm going to have my hands full doing this and that. But, yeah, I'll be in for the duration. Thank you very much. K8 MMY. Why? Because we like you.
Okay, Chris, welcome to our net. It's going to be Eric, myself, and Alan, so it's going to be an interesting one, I'm sure. So, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it's blowing up here. It's going to be one of them nights. So I'll go ahead and I will ID this thing and we'll move on. This is Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf, Greg.
Okay, it looks like we picked up, again, your call sign was KC3SEG.
That's a QSL, Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf, checking in.
Okay, Greg, are you going to be here for the entire net, or are you just checking in and out? Over.
I'll be in here for a while. You can keep me checked in. Roger.
Okay, Greg, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC3SEG. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Oh, I hate that awful silence. That's kind of like how life is sometimes. You just don't get no response. Hey, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel Uniform, Doug in Akron.
Okay, it looks like we picked up KI4RHU, if I got that correctly. Over.
Roger that. Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel Uniform. The handle's Doug. I'm here in Akron and just doing some office work and just sitting here in the shack and thought I'd check into the net. I will not be hanging around probably for the main net. With that, we'll turn it back to net.
Okay, Doug, we will go ahead and put you in as in and out and go ahead and have a great night. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KI4RHU. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
AFIJB. Commander Tulsa, short time.
Okay, Matt, AF5JB, hello, and how are you doing?
exceptionally well. Had a great weekend, and saw my friends downtown, about 50 or 60 miles northeast of Tulsa. About straying at Langley, and got to see them kind of hang out for a little bit. Of course, got my chores done earlier that day. Played a arcade game there. But yeah, some of my friends got back in town and hung around the house and had me a beer and went to bed. And I got the part for my Tar Heel, and got the parts I needed, and I installed that on Friday. So my HF antenna started working like a charm. So I did very well. Don't have too much else beyond that. I want to jump in here and say hi to everyone. And have a good night, a good safe week. And up in City 3, until next time, this is AFI JB Matt at the City of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Baptist Control. And as always, thank you so much for your time, and until next time.
Okay, there, Matt. It sounds like you've had a great weekend. You went and saw some friends. You did some radio work, and you got yourself a beer. Man, I tell you, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with AF5 JB. Matt, you have a great night. Looks like Eric picked up Josh, which is Whiskey 8 HRF. Hello, Josh.
Good evening, Mike and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is W8HRF, Josh in Akron. I'll be sticking around for the big show. You can throw Lucy on the list, too, and give her a call. Well, she just stepped out of the room, but she'll be back. I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to create I got to stop procrastinating on this presentation I have to make. I waited till 9:50 on a Sunday to start it, of course, but I have until Friday to get it done. It is a presentation on POTA and my portable kit. Keep on having problems with it, but this time I think it might just be my poor soldering job on my coax that I think I've done. We'll see what happens. I switched it out for some nice pre-made DX engineering stuff and see if that helps. Been messing around with the radio tonight trying to figure out why people say it sounds like I'm sitting near a jet engine when I'm transmitting. I was listening on a WebSDR and it sounds okay when I'm transmitting from home. So I don't know. Anyways, I'll be sticking around. Good to hear you, Mike. W8HRF, back to you, Mike.
Okay, Josh, you know the truth is I've been soldering wires and cables since I've been a kid. I mean a kid. It's amazing I didn't burn the house down. You know, coax and some of those can be a real pain to work with. That's why, I have the connectors. I have some cable here, but a lot of times I just go to DX or R&L Electronics and order it and be over and done with it. So, okay, we will keep you on the list. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 8 HRF. Okay, let's see what Lucy's up to. KE8YUK. Hello, Lucy.
Good evening, Mike, and everyone on the pre-show net. I am finally cleaning up after myself. I have bags and bags of papers and tags and odds and ends and receipts and all sorts of stuff that I haven't wanted to deal with before. and I decided I should take care of it now. And every time I turn a new one, which is just delightful. But it's helping me be more decisive in parting with things that I don't need anymore. So I'll be here for the big show, provided I'm not beating my head against a wall, because of if I have space on the wall to beat my head against. And I'll talk to you down the log. KE8YK back to KE8QWE.
Well, Lucy, I can relate. I'm notorious for just having junk laying around. I said, I should probably either put it up or throw it out or do something with it, but it's easier just to go toss it in the corner and leave it sit there for a year or so and then go and take care of it. That's why my wife and I, we've talked about getting a smaller house, but we both have so much stuff here, we dread even having to move it, so it's easier just to go ahead and stay where we're at. So, okay, Lucy, we have you on the list. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YUK. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Well, Mike, try to copy KC8 FQV. Mark, we'll see how it works. KC8 FQV.
Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California for an in and out tonight. God bless 73, everyone.
Okay, KC8 FQV. Mark, you sound just great, man. Hello.
Well, I thought I would. No problem. Yeah, we took a little spill today. So now the muscles, there's some soreness in the one side. Well, I used one of them knee walkers. You put your knee on the scooter. Yeah, once I set my good knee on it, it was better to use that, and I just pushed myself along. So it works until I get to the steps. And yeah, you have to work up the steps. But yeah, took a little run the animal on the little pony, and he had a turn. He was doing a little trot. He had a turn, so he turned, and that momentum, I kept going straight. Yeah, it would have been just a hair earlier. Well, a hair later, I would have just did the belly smack against the couch. But no, it was just a little shy of that. But I don't know what way it would have been better. But it's a nice day out. This time you lose time of the day with this nice weather. So back it comes, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark. Well, falls are bad. I've learned that as I've gotten older. I mean, when I fall, it seems like it takes forever to get back up and to get healed up. So, man, you have to take care of yourself. And I know that you're going to be here for the entire net, so we'll go ahead and give you a call when your turn comes up. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC8 FQV. Okay, we picked up K6KJV, and that is Kevin up in Canada, he's in California. Okay, he is in and out. So let's move this thing along. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet, VE3 WVJ, Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet for Bill in Sudbury.
Looks like we picked up VE3 Whiskey Victor Juliet. Is that correct?
Cut out on the last letter there. You got Juliet, Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, WVJ.
Yeah, is this Bill? Because our logger has it. Eric, he has VE3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, correct?
Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet.
Okay, Bill, that sounds good. Hey, are you going to be here for the entire net, or are you going to be in and out? Over.
I'll be here in the background. Yeah, you can count me in for now.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. We will give you a holler later on. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with VE3 Whiskey Victor Juliet. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Charlie 9 Lima Romeo Bravo, KC9 LRB. This is Mike in Indianapolis. May not stay for the entire net. Going to be going to bed here soon. Just wanted to say hello and good evening.
Okay, Mike, that sounds good. We'll put you in as in out, or would you rather put you in a shorter time? We'll give you a holler as soon as the net begins. Over. KC9 LRB. Okay, we'll go ahead and put KC9 LRB Mike in as in and out. Okay, looks like my shift is up until trivia. So I'd like to thank everybody for having a nice orderly check-in and your patience. So I'm going to go ahead and IED this thing, and I'll pass it on over to Eric. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Transferring control to KE8 to VZA. Eric, it's all yours.
KE8 QWE, KE8 BZA. I've got the controls here. Thank you, Mike. You did a great job on the pre-show. QST, QST, QST. This is the Beacon Net, lighting up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday on this frequency at 10 p.m., pre-checks at 9:30. This is the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, a stone's throw west from Akron, Ohio. 147 Mark 390 megahertz with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect via Allstar using node 48496 or Echolink using W8WKY-R. So we're going to get this rolling here. We have a pretty good size list here. We're down to 35, including myself, with a few in and outs. And let's see, we already did the Mickey Mouse roll call. I'm going to go ahead and ask if there are any other check-ins before we get rolling on the net. So if you would like to check in, please give me your call sign alphabetically. Phonetically, alphanumerically with your name and location. Please call now.
Kilo Lima 5 Romeo Echo KL5RE Edward in Anchorage, Alaska, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. This is KE8 VZA returning. I did copy KL5RE Edward up in Anchorage, Alaska, in and out. Thanks, Edward, for checking in. We appreciate you reaching out all the way from the great state of Alaska, someplace I would like to visit someday for sure. The pictures I've seen are just stunning. Anyway, thanks, Edward. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rolling on the net here, and I forgot to mention this is a directed net, of course, and please route all traffic through net control, which is myself, and emergency traffic is welcome to break in at any time. Emergency or priority traffic, break in at any time. So we're giving a pause here, and I'll come right back, and we'll attack this list. This is KE8 VZA returning. This is net on WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And we are going to go ahead and get started on our list here. First up is Andy, AB8MO. How you doing tonight, Andy? And thanks for the little surprise you sent via your personal courier there.
All right. There was somebody who was trying to check in. It went by the name of Ricardo. You want to pick him up before you get to me? AB8MO.
Yes, Andy, thanks. Ricardo, if you are trying to check in, if you could please give it another shot and give me your call sign phonetically and alphabetically, please.
All right, Roger, not a problem. Kilo Juliet 4, Bravo Echo Tango, KJ4BET, Ricardo, St. Petersburg, Florida, and I'm going to do in and out. I'm going to try to hang around, but in and out for now. 7-3.
KJ4BET, Ricardo, got you on the list there, all the way from Florida. Thank you for checking in, appreciate it. And we'll mark you in and out, and thanks for checking in, and go ahead and listen to the show. And if you'd like to recheck when we have an opening later, if you're still awake, feel free. And okay, we'll go back up to Andy, AB8MO. How you doing tonight, Andy?
All right, I'm putting you to work. What are the trivia questions tonight? I did not hear them, Eric, AB8MO.
Yeah, Andy, apparently I glossed right over that. So let's, thank you for that. Let's go back up to Mike, KE8QWE, and get our reading of the main trivia question. Go ahead, Mike.
Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo, the trivia question. I thought, I was watching a thing on TV about trains, so I thought, well, I'm going to have a train question. How fast did the fastest train in the world go? A, 355 miles per hour. B, 365 miles per hour. C, 375 miles an hour. D, 385 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and break it. I'll read this again. Okay, the question is, how fast did the fastest train in the world go? A, 355 miles an hour. B, 365 miles per hour. C, 375 miles per hour. Or D, 385 miles per hour. I'll go ahead and put this in the blue screen. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to K8 VZA.
All right, thank you there, Mike. Very good question. Four numbers to choose from, not that far apart. A 10-mile-an-hour spread there could be tricky. Thanks, Mike. We'll clear with KE8QWE, and we are going to roll on down to Alan, KI5DAY. I saw you in the blue screen there, Alan. How you doing tonight? And what is our alt trivia question?
KI5DAY in the net. Man, Eric, you're running the net. Wow, that's a change up there. Wasn't expecting that, but it's good to hear you, man. All is good. I'm just sitting over here drinking coffee and talking to my rubber chicken. Man, he spilled the whole bag of gummy beans in my toilet the other day. Now every time I flush it, a couple of gummy bears go swimming around, and he just looks at them like, what on earth? But anyways, yeah, I'm just chilling like a villain, and let me let this drop, and I will give you tonight's alternate trivia question. All right, here we go. Pay close attention. This took me a lot of hours of research and hard work to come up with this one. In 1862, the King of Siam, which is now Thailand, offered President Abraham Lincoln which one of the following? A 1-year subscription to the Cornwaldo Beans Almanac, B, 10 Buddha statues to adorn the White House, C, a herd of elephants who don't need elephants, D, the loan of 4 agricultural specialists to teach rice field planting. Let me let this drop and I'll read that one more time. That's a mouthful. Got bit by the repeater bug. Here we go one more time. In 1862, the King of Siam, which is now modern-day Thailand, offered President Abraham Lincoln which one of the following? Was it A, a 1-year subscription to the Cornwaldo Beans Almanac, B, 10 Buddha statues to adorn the White House, C, a herd of elephants who don't eat elephants, and D, the loan of 4 agricultural specialists to teach rice field planting? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan, very good question there. I like it. You kind of mixed up the positioning of the Cornwaldo bean possible answer there. Very good. Cornwaldo Beans Almanac. I haven't read that yet. I'll have to see if I can get a subscription to that. We'll clear with KI5DAY. Thanks, Alan. Alan's question is in the blue screen, as is Mike's. So now, finally, we will go back down to Andy, AB8MO. How you doing, Andy? Hope you haven't drifted off to sleep here. What other comments might you have, and what are your answers for the trivia tonight?
W8WKY.
Okay, I probably scared you there with my node IDing there. This is AB8MO. All right. I think I need to turn the gain up on the mic gain on the boom mic, but hey, I don't hear any buzz, so I think that's a good thing. So I know all you were complaining about the buzz on my signal before. So anyhow, this is AB8MO. I guess I'll take my turn now. I wanted to ask Mike, QWE. I haven't heard him on the Wolverine net in a while. I don't know if his antenna's down or what's going on there. I was the only Ohio station who checked in today, so yeah, but the 80 meters has not been very good today during the net. It's been kind of rough the last several days. So thank you, Eddie. I have a buzzless city, buzzless city, and a buzzless signal too. So that's good to know. Was wondering if obviously Mike is alive and well and doing well. He's just not on HF, and I was just kind of curious about that. So I guess I'll have to stay up and hear his answer. So we got an official trivia marker there. I got to stop sponsoring those trivia markers. They're expensive. I tell you, they're expensive. All righty, I'm going to get to trivium here. Let me get a break here. There's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. And I don't know. There should be an all above answer for Allen's. I think it's all of the above, but that's not an option. So, I'm going to go with the herd of elephants for Allen's, and for Mike's, I'll go A for Andy. Whatever that one was, 355 or 300 and 55 miles an hour. There we go. That is a very fast train. That's all I got at the moment. Everything else I'm going to say, just a fleeting thought, I guess. Back to you there, Eric, doing a wonderful job. They should retain you permanently here for NCO or something like that. KE8VZA, this is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy, and thanks again for the reminder that I missed the reading of the trivium. So anyway, got your answers as Alpha and Charlie. Alpha for primary, Charlie for secondary, and I think your audio sounds pretty good tonight. I didn't hear any buzzing there or humming, so we'll call it good. But thanks for checking in there, Andy, and for your comments. This is KE8VZA. We'll clear with AB8MO, and we will go on down to Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing tonight, Eddie? Have you managed to shake that cold yet? And what are your trivia answers?
Yeah, hi, Eric. I don't want to jinx it, so I should be knocking on some wood here. You hear that? Okay. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I think I finally got over the cough this past week. And and the nose has been holding up. So, of course, things that nobody really needs to know about, actually. Some more useless information other than what's in the blue screen. Yeah, okay. Trivia question. Well, I think anything that goes that goes faster than 355 miles per hour will probably be leaving the track. So I know the bullet trains go pretty fast over there in Tokyo. So, but I'm going to stick with A for the main trivia question. And for the alternate question for Alan's, I totally forgot what the answers were. But I will go with B because I think there was one in there that said something about 10 Buddhist statues or something other, and that was probably B for Buddha. And that makes a lot of sense. So we'll go with that. I just wanted to say hi to Greg up there in Baltimore. I hope everything's going well with you. And I'll go ahead and turn it back to the net and probably be asleep before too long. W3TV, back to net.
All right, Eddie, you do sound a little better tonight to my ears, and I'm glad that you're making progress on shaking that cold there. And I got your answers for trivia as Alpha and Bravo. Yeah, Bravo was the Buddha statue answer. That was conveniently placed by Alan there, or coordinated. So 73 Eddie, we'll mark you in and out, or we'll check you out here, and hopefully you'll listen to us as you drift to sleep. So have a good evening. Next on the list is Josh, KE8YUG. How you doing, Josh? And what do you have for the net tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KE8YUG. Sounding good, Eric. Sounding real good. It's good to hear you out there doing the net. Let's see, I'll start with the trivia. I'll make it easy and go B Bravo for both. So B Bravo for both of them there. It's good seeing you at the Norris Fox Hunt. We did that this weekend. That was fun. It was cold, but it was fun. And we found one of the foxes and got to hang out. And there was donuts. Thanks to Chris, K8MMY. Very good on the donuts, and it was fun time seeing you, like I said, and everybody else. That was nice. Looking forward to the warmer weather, though, for that. Outside of that, good weekend. Messing around with some old equipment, as always, but I guess the theme was kind of like tapes. We got the old Sony Walkman going, playing some cassettes there, and the VCR. Everything is still working. Everything is still good. Belts are good, so I'm happy about that. The old computer game installs continues. I think we're up to 13 games
now. So we got plenty of hard drive space. We'll keep it going. Outside of that, got chores done. I have a lot of meetings this week. A lot of meetings, going to continue, but that keeps us busy, so we'll enjoy it. 73, sounding good, Eric. Good being here. K8MMY, back to net. K8YUG, back to net.
All right there, Josh, trying to steal Chris's call sign there, eh? Anyway, yeah, it was great seeing you and Marie and everyone else at the Nor's fox hunt on Saturday, and we had 3 foxes that we hunted for, courtesy of placement was courtesy of Sarah and Brian from Nor's, and they had some really good spots. I really had a blast searching for them. So anyway, good deal, Josh. Got you in at Bravo and Bravo, double B's there for your answers. And thanks for checking in. Hope your week of meetings goes well, and keep those eyelids propped open there, especially if your camera's on. Okay, we'll clear with KE8YUG, and next on the list is KF8ANS, Marie. How you doing, Marie? And it was good seeing you too at the Hamfest.
This is KF8ANS. Hi, Eric. I'm here. Marie here. It was good seeing you this weekend as well. It was a good time at the fox hunt. Like Eric said, there were 3 foxes. And Josh said we found one of them, but it was good, like, camaraderie and fellowship, just hanging out, swapping stories. Looking at everybody's equipment too, I enjoyed that and seeing what kind of worked and what didn't. So I will tell you for my trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo for both. B Bravo. So that was good at the fox hunt. Yeah, we arrived there. It was kind of cold and very windy. At one point, I do remember the donuts getting blown over. There was 1 casualty, but that's all right. They were good. There was enough left over to have some at the end. So yeah, like Josh said, we're constantly running older equipment over here, CDs, cassette players, old VHS players, trying them all out, getting the belts working. And right now we have the classic VHS tape of Pee-wee's Big Top going on, checking it out, making sure it's still working after we move around it, and that works as well too, so that's good. So 73 all, this is KF8ANS, back to KE8BZA.
All right, Marie, very good. Yes, Josh has been telling me about you guys using older formats of media and older equipment to play them between the VHS, CD, and cassettes, and I think that's really cool. I love cassettes. I don't know what it is. I made like 8 billion mixtapes. I still have a bunch of them, depending what mood I was in, and I used a lot of those when I was in the Navy. And driving to and from places, long distances. They were great for road trips. I still got a few of those road trip cassettes. I have no cassette player in a car anymore, but I have a cassette player in the house. Yeah, it was really nippy at the fox hunt, and yeah, it was sad to see that donut go down. But I think somebody was saying that it was so cold we had at least a 30-second rule on that one. So hopefully somebody snatched it up. Got your answers as Bravo and Bravo. We'll clear with KF8ANS. And next on the list is Ray, K5CFY. How you doing tonight, Ray?
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha. This is K5CFY. Good evening there, Eric. Thanks for doing net control there for Beacon Net, lighting up the airways. We definitely appreciate that. And whoever that is on the keyboard is doing a wonderful job. I thought I might get a remark out of that. But anyway, I guess I'm going to go with barometer and beacon for my answer there. And again, thanks for running the net, and I'll get off of here and let you get on down the list. 73, let's pick up Mr. Phil there in Canal Fulton there. K5 CFY, back to net control.
All right there, Ray. Appreciate the break there for me to respond. I kind of missed that. Sorry. I thought maybe we lost you. I'm glad we did not. But I am the guy running the keyboard as well, so I am definitely staying awake tonight. I am eyes wide open, rolling right along here. Good to hear you tonight, Ray. Got your answers as Bravo and Bravo, and thanks for checking in tonight at 73. We'll go on down to Philip. WV3K. How you doing tonight, Philip? And what do you have for the net and the trivia?
Hello, Eric. It's good to hear you. You're doing a really great job tonight. I'm doing okay, and a little chilly today. I didn't get to wander off because I didn't want to put too much time outside, which I would like more doing as the weather has shown promise for a little bit more warmth. But anyway, I get the trivia out of the way. I'm going to go for B&B, and I hope that everyone is doing real well as well. Sorry that I'm not able to make it to a lot of the meets that the club is putting together with it, which I think is just absolutely a wonderful thing to do, seeing everybody have fun together. And like Mary was saying, it's the fellowship and the camaraderie of being together and swapping stories and just having a real nice time being with each other. That sounds like a really fun thing to do, and I miss all that. And being too where my venturing out is kind of cut short with needs of staying out of the weather sometimes, and sometimes it's health issues. But for the most part, I'm doing okay now, and hoping for the warm weather to start sparking through a little more consistently. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to you, Eric, and thank you for calling me. Thanks, Ray. It was good to hear you in there. I'm sorry I'm missing the border breaker nets. I think I'm going to have to do some. Hold on, I'm going to take a break here. I just wanted to say that I appreciate the calling out, and I guess you're looking at the blue screen. I'm going to have to get myself set up on that. I had checked on a couple things with my computers, and it's not looking good. So between the BIOS being locked up and can't access it to redo the drive, it looks like I'm kind of stuck for a while. So I'm going to have to consider a possible replacement at some point, hopefully in the near future, so I can also get my code so I can operate on DMR and other digital features that everybody else is working. I guess that's kind of why a lot of times I don't hear a lot of people talking when I could get on some of these scheduled nets that are going on. But looking forward to doing so. So again, Ray, as I said before, thank you, and also Eric, thank you for a nice job of coordinating the net and having a blast doing so. I like your enthusiasm about all this, and seems like our net control team as you call the Mickey Mouse roll call. I think the group in of itself is really a wonderful team. And Mikey, thank you for the after pre-net control. It's a lot of fun to hear your voices and to hear how smoothly you operate operating the pre-net. The pre-net, so it's wonderful to listen to it. So with that, back to net control. This is Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo. Back over to you, Eric. Thank you. God bless and 73 to all.
All right, Philip. Thank you for your kind comments. The trivia answers as Bravo and Delta, and I hope you either can figure out your PC issues there or maybe get some replacement parts or maybe a new computer altogether, if that's feasible, so you can enjoy all the rest of the digital aspects involving a computer of ham radio. But thank you for checking in. 73 there, Philip, and we'll go down to Ryan, K5RFG, or as Just Nick would be apt to say, KF or K5RFG actual, I think. What do you have for the net tonight, Ryan? K5RFG, and are you still out there? All right, we'll circle back to Ryan in a bit. To Joe, KF8ADQ. How you doing tonight, Joe? And what do you have for the net?
This is KF8ADQ. Let's start with the answers to trivia. I'm going to go for Charlie for both. As for how I'm doing wonderful. Got my grass mowed for the first time of the season. A little chilly, but it needed it. Other than that, I'm doing great. Still playing with FT8 on the 40 meter. Getting some more countries. I'm still trying to see if I can get every country. So going over there. So this is KF8 ADQ. Return to net.
All right there, Joe. Glad you got your grass cut. I got my grass cut once, and of course it needs to be cut again. But it's been I don't know, it's been about 6 days, so I guess this time of year that's par for the course, right? Got your answers as Charlie and Charlie. Thanks for checking in tonight. And I got a message from Ryan in the blue screen that he had a technical issue, and he's back with us. This is KE8VZA with the Sarah Beacon Net on the W8WY out of Doylestown, Ohio. And we're going to go back up to Ryan, K5RFG actual, I believe. How you doing tonight, Ryan? And what do you have for the net?
KE8VZA, this is the K5RFG. I also have the other K5RFG who would like to say hello to everybody on the net, and he's going to give you my trivia answers, and then I will be back to give you my story of what's been going on today. So stand by one, please.
Kilo 5, Romeo Foxtrot Golf. My answers today are Bravo, Alpha, and Charlie. And here's my dad, K5RFG.
Okay, now that he's had his trivia answers put out there on the radio, we can officially send him off to bed. Hi. Other than that, not a lot going on today. Just busy with work stuff. Wow, that really does sound like a four-letter word, doesn't it? But enjoyed the meeting the other night. Nick, thank you for the suggestion at Casa Nuestra, or Nuestra Casa, whatever way we're saying it. That Texas burrito was pretty good. But good seeing everybody. Nice meeting everybody at the meeting the other night. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to Net Control. This is the Kilo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Golf.
Very good there, Ryan, and nice job from both of the K5 RFGs there. And, yeah, you know, I wasn't able to make it to Casa Nuestra this time around. I usually am in work till 5 o'clock, and I've got about a 40-minute ride to the meeting, so only when I take a day off or an afternoon off am I able to make it there. But I'll tell you, that Texas burrito is really good. 3 different kinds of meat in it. I mean, just, I'm speechless just thinking about it. But anyway, good to hear from both of you tonight, Ryan. And we got your answers as Alpha and Charlie. We'll clear with you, and we'll go down to another station who was at the meeting Thursday, Harry, KE8ZZR. How you doing tonight, Harry? And what do you have for the net?
Hey, good evening, Eric. This is KE8ZZR. You're doing a fine job, double multitasking there tonight, I guess. And nice job Mike's doing on the pre-net there. So for my trivia, I'll get that out of the way first. I'm going to go with A and D. A for primary and the D for the alternate. And not a bad day today. Did some yard work, finally getting the yard dried up and able to do some stuff outside. So that's about it from this end. I'll turn it back to Net and 73s.
Very good, Harry. It was nice chatting with you at the meeting, and glad you were able to get out and get some yard work done. I noticed up here in the Strongsville vicinity, the sun came out. I think it was about 4 o'clock, and it was really nice out for a while. My yard's still a little squishy to cut. I might be able to get to it tomorrow. But I got your answers here as Alpha and Delta. Yeah, I'm multitasking tonight as NCO and logger. And our usual NCO, KE8QKO, Nick at night, had something else that he had to do tonight, or had somewhere else he had to be. So I am filling in for him. Got some big shoes to fill there, so we will keep on going here. We'll clear with KE8ZZR. Thank you, Harry. 73, and we'll go down to David, KF8AXO. How you doing tonight, David, and what do you have for the net?
Doing well, thanks. I think both my answers are going to be Bravo for the first one and Bravo for the second one.
Okay, David, got your answers as Bravo and Bravo. Did you have anything else for the net tonight?
No, I'm new to it, and I'm listening and trying to see how all this works. I think you're doing a great job, and it's been a pleasure so far.
All right, David. Yeah, I'm looking at your call sign now, and it just clicked that that's a newer one. So congratulations on getting your license, and welcome to the ham community. And you're welcome to check in anytime. And I'm glad you did tonight. Got your answers as Bravo and Bravo. And we have other nets during the week. If you visit w8wky.org, They're on there, and NORS, the other club I'm in, NOARS.net. If you go there, you can get some info on their nets during the week as well. You might hear me there, too. Anyway, thanks for checking in, David. We'll clear with KF8AXO and go on down to Tom, KA8MNT. How you doing tonight, Tom? And what do you have for the net?
KE8VZA. This is KA8MNT. Good evening, Eric, and everybody that's here. Oh, don't have a whole heck of a lot for tonight, but let's see. The fastest train. It surprises me that they've broke 300 mile an hour already. So I'm going to go with Alpha and on that one. And it's been a long, long time since I was in school. But it seems to me, this always sticks on my mind, that the answer to the King of Siam would be C, elephants, for some ungodly reason. But who knows? Okay, well, let's see. What did I do this weekend? Saturday afternoon and this morning, we went, the Maslin club members went to the Maslin or Jackson Bog down there and activated it both yesterday afternoon and today. And there were about 2 or 3 operators yesterday that did it, and there was, excuse me, 1 operator this morning that did it. So it was definitely chilly outside, but we had a good time doing it anyhow. So other than that, don't have really too much of anything else to do or say. So with that, I will turn everything back over to the super duper capable hands of KE8VZA from KA8MNT.
Okay, Tom. Yeah, POTA at Jackson Bog. That sounds pretty cool. We had Norris Fox on Saturday, which you probably heard Josh and I and Marie talking about. And yeah, it was chilly, but you know, it was really nice to be outside and playing radio outside. Sounds corny perhaps, but it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Glad you were able to get in on that. And I got your answers here for trivia as Alpha and Charlie. Thanks, Tom. We'll clear with KA8MNT. And we'll probably hear you on the barometer net, I imagine. And next we'll go on down to KE8YNJ. John, how you doing tonight, John? And what do you have for the net tonight?
KE8VCA, this is KE8YNJ. Good evening, Eric, and everybody in the group. So I think main trivia question, we're going to say C for that one. And although I know that I really highly suspected Cornwaldo Bean knew all the secrets that the King of Siam knew, I'm going to go with B on the alternate trivia question. Just seems to be, I don't know, part of the deal, I guess. 10 statues for the White House. What else would you put in the White House among everything else they got? But that's all I got. And we'll send it back over to you, Eric, and enjoy the rest of the net. This is KE8YNJ.
Okay, John, got your answers there as Charlie and Bravo. Yeah, I know that Cornwaldo Bean clan, they seem to have their fingers in everything. Every time you turn around and Cornwaldo Bean this, Cornwaldo Bean that, distant relative, uncle, grandpa Cornwaldo Bean, Professor Cornwaldo. It never ends. It's really, really makes me wonder if there's a Cornwaldo Bean conspiracy going on. Anyway, thanks for checking in, John. Got your answers. I think I said it back to you, Charlie and Bravo. And we'll clear with KE8YNG. This is KE8VZA for the BeaconNet. And we will go down to Chris, KE8MMY, another station, another operator that braved the chilly weather for the Fox Hunt. How you doing tonight, Chris, and what do you have for the net? KE8VZA returning. You know, Chris likes to say that he lives in the lap of luxury, so maybe he drifted off to sleep on his luxurious king-size feather bed. We'll give another shout for him. KE8MMY. Chris, are you still out there? Okay, nothing heard. We'll circle back to KE8MMY in a bit, and we'll go down to Greg, KC3SEG. How you doing tonight, Greg, and what do you have for the net?
Hi, this is Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf, Greg. Not too much. Currently located in Panama City Beach, Florida. I came down to Florida this week, and I did a POTA activation today. I think that's my 203rd park I hit already, and I got over 600 activations, I believe it is, and doing pretty good with that. We're here in Florida till the end of the week, and then we're going to head up towards Alabama, hit some POTA parks up there, and work our way back into Baltimore. I wanted to say to Eddie, if he's still out there, I'm not sure if he is or not. Good evening to you, Eddie, W3ETB. Trying to think of anything else to say. Dustin, if you're out there, hello to you as well. I'm going to say that's about it right now. And, my answer, I'm going to go with Bravo, Bravo. Bravo, Bravo for my trivia questions, answers there. And on that, I'm going to say 73. Everyone have a great night, and I'll be speaking to you all again soon. It's Kilo 3 Sierra Echo Golf, Panama City, Florida. We'll be clear.
All right there, Greg. Got your answers as Bravo, and Bravo to you for the POTA activations. I'm guessing that the weather down in Panama City, Florida is pretty nice this time of year, so I hope you enjoyed that as well as the POTA, and maybe a little POTA action in Alabama. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to retirement a few years down the road yet, but I'd look to do some fun like that. That sounds cool. But thanks for checking in with us tonight, Greg, and 73 to you. And let's see, next on the list is Josh, W8HRF. How you doing tonight, Josh, and what do you have for the net?
KE8VZA, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Let me get trivia out of the way. For the main trivia, oh man, I lost it. 355 miles an hour. I'm just going to go with alpha. I am really not sure. So we're going to go with 355. That's really fast. 385 would be really, really fast too. As for alternate trivia, Alan's alternate, oh man, I'm going to go with alpha, a 1-year subscription to the Cornwaldo Beans Almanac. Who don't need another subscription, but also who don't need elephants, who don't need more elephants. Oh, man, I don't have too much else. Like I said in the pre-show, I'm just working on a presentation here. Glad I started it today and not like the day before I'm supposed to give it. They always take longer to put together than you think that they're going to, so I have the outline in my head. I'm just putting it on paper, and then I got to actually create all the slides. So we'll get there, and then got work tomorrow. Hopefully that goes well. That's about all I got. Good to see everybody at the meeting on Thursday. That was a lot of fun. I know Betty had a lot of fun running around. So much fun, too much fun. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you, Eric. Thanks for running the net. We'll catch you on the next one. This is W8HRF, back to KE8VZA.
Okay, Josh, got your answers as Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, I think 355 miles an hour, man, that's like ludicrous speed. Super fast. Let's see. Yeah, it was good seeing you at the meeting, and Lucy and Betty. And Betty got to draw the 50-50 raffle tickets, and she grabbed a fistful of them at first, and eventually we came up with a winner, but it was very cute. Always good seeing Betty. Anyway, good luck on your presentation, and we'll clear with W8HRF. This is KE8VZA. We'll go down the list to KE8YUK. Lucy, how you doing tonight, Lucy? And what do you have for the net?
Good evening, everyone. I'll start with trivia. First of all, ludicrous speed. I would like to point out I am writing, spoiler alert, I am writing next week's trivia, and it's related to Spaceballs of sorts, and so that struck a chord with me, so reference received. So in answer to that, what am I stepping on? I'm stepping on a cold backpack cord. It was cold and narrow, and oh, that was so creepy. Anyway, focusing. Fastest train in the world, I'm going to say that it was C, 375 miles per hour. I know bullet trains go ludicrous fast, and I just don't know how fast that would be. So that's what I'm going to go with, because any of them is just too fast for me to comprehend. Second of all, Alan's, I am going to go with a herd of elephants who don't need elephants. For multiple reasons, if my conversation, the blue screen, carries over. And then I'm going to pause and actually update you on what I'm up to. KE8YUK returning. I finally finished sorting all of the papers that I had in bags and boxes all over the place, and now I just have a small stack to work through. And I was going to work on my miniature house project when I realized I have trivia next week, and I wanted to work on that. So I went down a rabbit hole, did some Looney Tune rewatching. I've been very distracted, but I'm having a good time, and it's good to listen to you guys. Eric, thanks for running the net. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we are running on a Wednesday, aren't we? Stay tuned for that. Maybe say a prayer also. It's not train wreck. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, many thanks to everyone who makes this net happen. It's a lot of fun. And with that, I will stop my rambling and pass it on back to Eric. So this is KE8YUK. Back to KE8VZA, right? Yes. Josh changing his call sign has thrown me off. Okay, back to you, Eric.
Very good, Lucy. Got your answers here as Charlie and Charlie. And yes, I think you're scheduled to run the big show this coming Wednesday. That'll be cool. You can do it. I know you can do it. Anyway, talking about stepping on creepy things reminded me that last night I was enjoying dinner in front of the television. I was the only one home. And, well, me and the dogs. But I'm sitting there eating, and this little spider goes crawling down my arm. He didn't live very much longer, but may he rest in peace. But anyway, that was like really creepy. Spiders usually don't bother me too much unless they get bigger than like the diameter of a 50-cent piece. Yeah, anyway, creepy, especially when you're eating. All right, thanks, Lucy. We'll clear with KE8YUK, and we'll go on down to Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark? And what do you have for the net?
All right, KCFQV. Well, I want to say Charlie on the trivias. Yep, Charlie, CC. Yeah, went down to my sister's, her daughter's house. Yeah, they went and got a little pony, a real small one. he was running around the house, not running, but he was walking around inside. We went down and seen them, the kids, and I was riding a pony, and he came to the end, he had a turn, and he turned, and I went straight. So now I got a muscle sore. Did get my handvention ticket today, stopped at DX Engineering. Well, that place looked healthy. They had a line in the line for paying for their stuff, so it looked promising there. You know, had enough people in the store and enough people at the checkout. There was people waiting to get their stuff coming up. Yeah, my mom was impressed with the way they have the, where you're at in status as you're waiting for your stuff. You know, that way I do my blood work, they'll have you on a list and keeps moving up. So, you know, them things do help a lot. So, other than that, we'll send it back to the net control. But yeah, I'm sore now, so we might do urgent care and see if there's anything. They might just give pills or something. There's muscles there that don't get used, and yeah, the body decided to use it on a different mode. So we'll send it back to net, KSFQA.
Okay there, Mark. I got your answers as Charlie and Charlie. And, yeah, good. Glad you got your handvention ticket. I'm not sure if I'm going this time around or not. We'll have to see what's going on. I got a very busy couple of months coming up, and the schedule is tight. Anyway, good to hear from you, Mark. 73 to you. We'll clear with KC8FQV. I'm going to re-identify. This is KEIM, KE8VZA with the beacon net on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And we are on 147 Mark 390, PL tone 114 Mark 8, positive offset if you want to check your settings. And we are going through our list of check-ins here. And next on the list is Bill, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet, up in Canada. How you doing tonight, Bill? And what do you have for the net?
Hopefully you can hear me. I'm coming through on the Allstar link here using my phone. I don't have too much to add. It's been great hearing everybody in there tonight. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet for ID. And hope everybody's hearing me like I said. And I guess I'm going to go with BAC, blood alcohol content. I guess if we're still doing the trivia thing there. So, Anyway, I hope everyone else is having a good one there. Not too much to add here tonight. It was not too bad of a night. Good day today. It was around 0 degrees, -1 here in Sudbury. And that's Celsius, by the way. And, we had quite the moon out there tonight, though. Pretty full moon. I don't know if it's close to full or if it is full, but it's quite the moon out there tonight. Good clear skies. So anyway, with that said, I'll say 7-3, and I'll pass back to net control. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet.
Very good, Bill. Yes, very good copy, very good signal on you with your connection there. Got your answers as blood alcohol content, B and Bravo and Alpha. It's good to hear you checking in from up in beautiful Canada. I have been to a couple places in Ontario in the past, and beautiful country up there, truly. Thanks for checking in, Bill. We'll clear with you, 73. You're welcome back anytime. And let's see, next on the list is Nickelodeon from Cibolo, Texas. How you doing there, Nickelodeon, and what do you have for the net?
Good evening. This is Nickelodeon, Nick, KF5ADE, down here in Cibolo. So, we've been watching the kind of, I can't keep up with the blue screen on RagChew app. It's tough to do, but between Alan, Nick, and oh golly, Ed, I guess, Eddie's got quite a few in there. But nonetheless, I'm all for the idea of the tall stack of pancakes with, like I said, loaded down with some good Ohio maple syrup and lots of butter. So that's about where I'm at, and it's the only thing I've got in my head because I've been suffering with a little bit of a back issue. But someone is going to have to ask Alan where Dave came from, because all I can think of when I saw the other remarks in there about Dave and the memories going, maybe that was a reference to me anyway, because my memory's always going. And if you sit there and said, oh yeah, Sandy and Dave, and I would sit there and say, yeah, okay, I guess I could be Dave. I don't know, I'm not sure. My memory is really going bad. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like like a Cornwall bean. Yeah, right. I better quit while I'm ahead. KF580, back to that control that you guys picked up. Oh, trivia? Well, I'm pretty sure the King and I'm going to go with the elephants on the hunky hunks. So we'll go with the hunky hunks from the King and I. And the fastest one, I think I'm going to divert back. I think Sandy's going to go with B, so I think I'll go with B2. I'll just follow her lead. Whatever she says, that's good with me. KF5AD, back to you guys.
All right there, Nick. Let's see. If you could give me your trivia answers again. I think I heard Bravo, and I'm not sure about the second one.
All right. We'll try this again. It's a reference that you'll have to ask Sandy about. Hunky hunks. She'll tell you what they are. She can tell you what hunky hunks are. And that'll be my reference to that one. Back to you.
Okay, we'll go with that. I know what you mean about the memory. Yeah, I have, can't remember what you told me 5 minutes ago, but I can remember something 10 years ago. I guess it's part of aging, right? Anyway, you're not alone. Got you for Bravo and Hunky Hunks. So we're curious to figure out what that is. We'll clear with you, Nick. We'll clear with KF5ADE. This is KE8VZA. And we'll go on down to Sandy. And I think your call sign is KG5SYC. How you doing tonight, Sandy? And what do you have for the net?
W8WKY.
This is KG5SYC, and we're doing good. Just hanging around, watching a little TV, playing my games and that, and trying to stay out of trouble, or trying to get into trouble. I don't know which. I get into trouble and don't even know why I'm getting into trouble. But at any rate, that's the way it goes. And the long story short on the hunky hunks. When I was about 1.5, 2 years old, I couldn't say elephant, so I called them hunky hunks because they were big. And so, just like a post office, I couldn't say post office, so that would become, my hometown was Boone, so I went to Boone Hotty Hotty, and Hotty Hotty was a post office. And Mom and Dad always told everybody that I lived in Boone Hotty Hotty, and that's where I like to go. To go get the mail. And my elephants were called hunky hunks, and I guess it just stuck. And so Nick's got a good laugh on it from when I was little, and all. But and he says it's cute. So it's unique because it's something that I said or I came up with myself. At any rate, Alan, I don't know whether I could handle two men in my life. Dave, I don't know where Dave come from, but if he's as absent-minded as Nickelodeon is, I'm in big trouble because then I'm really in hot water. But I just had to chuckle at you, Alan. I love your sense of humor, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us and taking us out to eat and everything. You're a great hostess and the mostess. And trivia. Well, I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with BC. So there you go. I got to get my phrase in there one way or the other. This is KG5SYC. Back to net control.
All right, Sandy. Well, thanks for the explanation there. Hunky hunks. Yeah, that's cool. That is cute. Got you down for trivia for Bravo and Hunky hunks, Charlie, and a haughty for the post office there. Yeah, I think I don't remember. I don't know what I had for funky words. I don't remember. I'm sure I had a couple, but it was always interesting hearing kids' words for things. Cool. Thanks for sharing that. And we'll clear with KG5SYC, and we're going to go over to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Tim, and what do you have for the net?
Well, good evening, Eric. This is KI5TAQ. Normally I'd be hearing some of the other guys working in it, but surprised to hear you're on. I'm going to go with, as far as the trivia questions, give me a C and a C. C for the alternate and C for the main. And I'm just going to go rest and relax, and maybe somewhere along the line get ready for, yes, another ham fest. And who knows what I'll find over there. But anyway, I'll just let you all enjoy the rest of the net. This is KI5TAQ.
Okay, Taco Tim, we got you down for Charlie and Charlie for the trivia. Yes, Nick at night had something else he had to do tonight, so I was tapped to fill in for him as net control station. And I'm usually working behind the scenes, either logging or trivia or something like that. But tonight we're doing net control and logging, which has kept me on my toes here, but we're getting through it. Okay, I think. All right, thanks, Tim. Appreciate you checking in, and good luck shopping at the Ham Fest, and let us know if you actually find any ham there. That's been a big debate here lately. Anyway, 73 Tim, we'll clear with KI5TAQ, and we'll go down to Robert, VK2DY. How you doing, and what do you have for the net tonight?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY in Northwestern Sydney, 1:06 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're back on the Standard Time as of a couple weeks ago now, so it is what it is. I do not like it getting dark so early. It gets dark about 5 o'clock now. I don't like that at all. But anyway, it is what it is. 23 degrees Celsius. 73 Fahrenheit, and somebody's playing peekaboo with the clouds, I guess, at this point, in and out. So that's what it is. Not a whole lot else to report here. Our only ham fest in the whole Sydney region was canceled last week because they lost their venues. So we're a city of about 5 million people and no ham fest. I don't know. I was so sad that it was canceled, but it was. Other than that, it's middle of spring, autumn break for the kids, so there's all sorts of activities going on around town. There's festivals and art things and stuff. I should go check those out, I think. I'm going to take Charlie and Charlie for the answers. VK2DY, back to net.
Okay, Robert, very good. Got you down for Charlie and Charlie for the trivia, and thanks for checking in. It's always interesting to hear what might be going on down in Australia, literally down under from our perspective. Yeah, days getting shorter. We're obviously on the other end of that spectrum, and our days are getting longer, which is a welcome change. But yeah, I know when the days get shorter and I walk out of work and it's dark. And it's like, ugh. But anyway, it passes. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Robert. And 73 to you. We'll clear with VK2DY. And we are at the bottom of the list. Can you believe it? We made it all the way to the bottom. Oh, we had a circle back here, KE8MMY. Chris, KE8MMY. Are you out there, Chris? All right, Chris truly must have dozed off. He warned us he might. So if anybody talks to Gary, AA8CS, if you would, give me props for my circle back technique there. Anyway, so we are at the bottom of the list. So if there are any other stations that would like to check in, please give your call sign I keep messing that up, phonetically, and then alphanumerically with your name and location. Please call now.
This is Kilo Zero Echo Charlie Kilo, Kilo Zero Echo Charlie Kilo, Gail, Texas.
Okay, we'll pick it up there. I copied Kilo Zero Echo Charlie Kilo, Gail down in Texas. We'll go ahead and give you the floor. How you doing tonight, Gail, and what do you have for the net?
Good evening, everybody. We just got home from going to a concert that my friend was in, and it was very nice. So now we're fixing supper, and I'm heating up a bag of beef stew. Yeah, this beef stew comes in a bag. All you gotta do is open the bag, pour it out, and voila. K0ECA, back to net.
Very good, Gail. Did you hear questions? Would you like to put in some answers for them? I can have them reread if you like.
Oh, yeah. I did hear the trivia question, and I think I'll go with BC. Bravo, Charlie.
Very good, Gail. Got you down for Bravo and Charlie, and good to hear that you enjoyed your concert with your friend in the concert. That's always special when you know somebody up there on the stage. And dinner, beef stew in a bag. I'm a big fan of Dinty Moore beef stew. I know people are probably cringing out there, but my mother used to make it for us, and she would jazz it up, putting it in the oven with some biscuit, a layer of that on top, and it was tasty. Anyway, enjoy your dinner, Gail, and thanks for checking in. And stop back anytime, Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And we'll clear with K0ECK. Are there any other check-ins out there? Okay, hearing nothing, we're going to go up and check in with our net control team here. And Mike, KE8QWE, what answer do you have for the alternate question? And don't read the answers for the main trivia yet, but what is your answer for alternate trivia? And what comments might you have for the net tonight?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. For the alternate, I'm going to go with C. A herd of elephants sounds like the perfect thing that the White House needs. I've been busy. And Andy, I haven't forgotten about the HF folks. I will be there tomorrow night between income tax season and all kinds of other stuff. I just haven't had a chance to get on, but I'm coming back. And thank you for the syrup. Let's see. My wife and I, we were out of town. We went down to Amish country. We saw a concert. And we spent a couple of days there and came home. I had to go put a battery in my daughter's car, and one of her tires has a leak in it, so we're going to have to get that fixed for her. And other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot, just trying to make the best of life, which is what we should all do. So with that being said, this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8 VZA.
Very good, Mike. Got your answer for alternate trivia as Charlie. And leaky tires are always annoying to me, very annoying. And glad you had a good trip down to Amish country there. My wife and I need to get back down there again. I haven't been there for a while, but really do enjoy it. Thanks, Mike. And we'll come back to you in a bit for the reading of the main trivia answer. So for now, we'll clear with you, and we'll go down to Dustin, KD8EPC. How you doing tonight, Dustin, and what do you have for the net?
Okay, here in the Beacon Net. Good evening, Eric. I was half asleep across the room when you called me, so I had to wander over here and try to get a couple of words together. I don't have a whole lot. As far as the trivia goes, give me Charlie and Charlie tonight. Thanks for doing the net. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to turn it back to you and let you get down the rest of the list. KD8EPC, back to net control.
My pleasure, Dustin. Good to hear from you. Got you as Charlie and Charlie for the trivia, and hopefully you didn't trip on anything across the floor there trying to get to the radio. And it was nice seeing you and Morgan at the meeting last Thursday. We'll clear with Dustin, KD8EPC, and we'll go down to Just Nick, KD8SLG, who is very happy in a valley somewhere in Pennsylvania, I believe. What do you have for the net tonight, Nick?
KE8 VZA, this is KD8SLG, coming at you with 300 milliwatts there from Happy Valley, Pennsylvania. How's that sound? Oh, let's get trivia out of the way to start with tonight. I'm going to go with Alpha for the main question, and I'm going to go with Honky Hunks as well. Thanks for that, Sandy. Traveled back to the middle of Pennsylvania today, and as James Carville used to say, Pennsylvania's got Pittsburgh on one side, Philadelphia on the other, and Alabama down the middle. No offense to Alabama there. But that's where I am, and just playing with some of the toys here, and got the clear node working, and hopefully it's sounding okay, and got a couple of handy talkies programmed up, but I don't have a bathroom Baofeng with me here. Fine business, Eric. Everyone have a great night. KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG, back to net control.
Just Nick, how did you forget to pack the bathroom Balfon? Oh my goodness. How are you even able to get through the day? Anyway, got you down for Alpha and Charlie for your trivia questions. Hope you're enjoying PA. And yes, I have heard James Carville's description of just the way you said it, Pittsburgh, Alabama, and Philly, if you go across west to east of PA. Anyway, your clear node is working very well. You sound good. So we'll clear with KD8 SLG, and thanks for checking in, Nick. And let's see, Alan, our alt trivia master, a.k.a. Rubber Chicken Wrangler, is next on the list here. And Alan, if you would just give us your answer to the main trivia and hold off on any answering or giving of answers for the alt trivia yet, and any comments you have for the net.
KI5DA1 in the net. Sorry, my node decided to ID just as soon as you call me, as it always likes to. But yeah, man, the regular trivia question kind of threw me for a loop because it just seems a little bit unsafe to go 385 miles per hour on a train. I would think that 355 is much safer, so we'll go with that. And the rubber chicken agrees that 355 would be best because, you know, a rubber chicken likes to stick his head out the window on the train, and that could be tragic at 385. So let's go with that. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan. I just had a really good visual of the rubber chicken's head and neck flopping around in the breeze. Oh, that's a good one. Anyway, got you down for Alpha for the main trivia question. Yeah, 355 miles an hour. That's like I said before, ludicrous speed. All right, thanks for doing the alt trivia tonight and for checking in there, Alan. And we'll come back to you for the answer in a bit. We'll clear with KI5DAY. We are at the bottom of the list here, or the bottom of our net control team. And I just like to say I'm going to go with Alpha and Alpha. And not a lot going on here. Got some things done this weekend. Hit the rec center today and worked the weight machines, so that was good. Swam on Friday. That was good too. But that's about it. So we'll take a break here real quick and be right back.
W8WKY.
All right, we had a word from our sponsor. Let me re-identify this net. This is the Sarah Beacon net on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. Frequency is 147, mark 390, positive offset. PL tone 114, mark 8. And I am Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, personal Echo Romeo India Charlie. And we've gone through our entire list. We haven't read the answers yet, so I'm just going to put out a call there for any other check-ins before we read the trivia answers. Any other check-ins, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Mike, KE8, ZRM, Scott, Elyria.
Okay, I copy KE8 ZRM. Anyone else, please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, we'll go up to Scott, KE8 ZRM. How you doing, Scott? And do you have answers for the trivia, or do you need them reread? And what comments do you have for the net tonight? is KE8ZZA returning. Scott, KE8ZRM. I did bounce over to the other repeater, 146 Mark 7 North repeater. I did hear you there, but I'm not in time to get your trivia answers. If you'd like to come back with your trivia answers, I think the link dropped momentarily. Hopefully it has reset.
Nope, I'd just be guessing on the answers, and I guess other good people were waiting for the answers to come back for bedtime. So go ahead and carry on. I'll try to catch it next time on next Sunday or Wednesday. But everybody hope you're being safe and have a good night. Have a good week. This is KE8ZRM, Scott, Lyria Mobile, and I'll be out and clear again.
All right, Scott, very good. I did hear you through the link that time. Thanks for coming back a second time there, and be safe mobiling out there. And good to hear you tonight, and come back anytime. We'll clear with KE8ZRM, and we're going to go up for the reading of the answers for the trivia. So we'll go back up to Mike, KE8QWE. What do you have to say about that fine trivia question there, Mike?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. How fast did the fastest train in the world go? A, 355 miles per hour. B, 365 miles per hour. C, 375 miles per hour. And D, 385 miles per hour. And the answer is C, 375 miles per hour. It was an LO series train in Japan. It was a magnetic levitation train, and on a test track it hit 375 miles per hour. And what is crazy is the next fastest train was in China, and it hit 373 miles per hour. But what really got me when I came up with this question, there was a train in France that used wheels that hit 357 miles per hour on it was conventional wheels on conventional rails. So I don't know about you folks, but I certainly wouldn't want to be on those. So everybody, have a great night. Stay safe, stay healthy. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8VZA.
Very interesting, Mike. Good trivia question. 175 miles per hour in Japan, a maglev train. I jotted down here. The answer was Charlie, correct answer. And thanks for putting that together tonight, Mike. Let's see, we'll clear with KE8QWE, and we'll go down to KI5DAY for our alt trivia answer. What do you have for us, Alan?
KI5DAY. In the net, everybody gets a 1-year free subscription to the Cornwall Bean Almanac for playing along tonight. That's the first thing for starters. Hi. No, here's my alternate trivia question with answer. In 1862, the King of Siam, which is now modern-day Thailand, offered President Abraham Lincoln which one of the following? A 1-year subscription to Cornwall Bean's Almanac. It's a great almanac. You ought to read it. Or is it B, Buddha statues, 10 of them, to adorn the White House? C, a herd of elephants who don't need elephants? Or D, the loan of 4 agricultural specialists to teach rice field planting? I think I only saw one person actually pick D, the loan of 4 agricultural specialists. Well, that guy was wrong, whoever he was. What a loser. Yeah, the actual answer was C, a herd of elephants who don't need elephants. A 19th century ruler of Siam, King Mongkut, he decided he would offer President Lincoln some elephants to help populate them and put them in America, and politely President Lincoln declined. Man, what a deal, huh? KI5DAY, back to net, great net.
All right, Alan, very good. correct answer was Charlie. So anybody, Charlie and Charlie, both. So hunky hunks for the win. Elephant. Very good. Interesting question for sure. And I forgot to mention I had chosen Alpha and Alpha double A's because, you know, I thought the best answer to alt trivia was indeed the one-year subscription to the Cornwaldo Bean Almanac. I mean, that would have been very handy for President Lincoln, I think. Might have given him more of an inside scoop on certain situations of the current era back then. Anyway, thanks, Alan. We'll clear with KI5DAY. And there you have it. We have our trivia and alt trivia answers, Charlie and Charlie. And we're going to go ahead and throw out a last call for anybody out there who would like to get on the list before we close the net. Any station wanting to do so, please call now.
Whiskey November 8th, Sierra. Yeah, I'll be in and out.
AB8MO recheck.
November 9, Papa Golf Echo in Indiana.
Get up there. This is KE8 VZA returning, and we had a batch of 3 check-ins there, and I didn't catch all of the first check-in. It was a whiskey, something with in there. If you could please come back with your call sign. Whiskey something.
W8WK.
Confirm your call sign. This is KE8VZA.
Whiskey November 8, Sierra, India. Name here is Walter, and I'll be in and out.
I'm sorry, Walter, you broke up during the call sign reading there. Whiskey November 8, Sierra, India. Might have been something after that.
Sierra, Charlie, India, just like the first 3 letters of the word science.
Awesome, Walter. I got it that time. Whiskey November 8, Sierra, Charlie, India. Got you on the log. And 73 to you. Thanks for checking in tonight. And next on the list here, we had AB8MO as a recheck. And before we get to Andy, I'm going to acknowledge November 9, Papa Golf Echo. If you could confirm that, I think this is Mick.
You are correct. N9PGE. The name is Mick, M-I-C-K, from Elkhart.
All right, Mick, we'll come back to you in just a sec. We'll take our recheck, AB8MO. Andy, what do you have for us?
All right, just letting you know, you're probably about as noisy as Walter was. Both of you aren't exactly full quieting, so anyway, you got Walter's call sign in there. But anyway, I was going to mention, thank you for the response there, Mike QWE, about getting back on the Wolverine net. Yeah, we were kind of wondering about you, but I will mention, since he did mention about the Wolverine single sideband net. And yes, Willie. Tomorrow is they do a monthly little award certificate kind of thing. All you got to do is check into the net. So pretty much anybody who lives in the Great Lakes region could probably get into that net on HF. And it's Jelly Bean Day, so you get a little
postcard with some graphic art about jelly beans. So it's a little something that Doris does every single month. So all you got to do is check into the net tomorrow. So that's on 3935 on 75 meters. So anyway, throw it back to you there, Eric. K8VZA in the group, AB8MO.
All right, Andy, thanks for that. And yeah, I don't know where the noise is coming from. I just played back a little bit from Mike's YouTube stream there, and I hear it. And I've heard that before, and not just on me. I've heard it on other stations. So I'm not quite sure what it is. But maybe we'll give the antenna an eyeball tomorrow and check connections. But not sure. But thanks for that. And we'll clear with AB8MO. And we'll go down to Mick, N9PGE. How you doing tonight, Mick? And what do you have for the net?
I don't have anything of great import, that's for sure. I'm listening to you guys while I'm working on, I want to install Linux Mint, set it up as a dual boot on my computer, or boot it from a thumb drive. I'm trying to decide which is the better route to go. I'm in the process of downloading it now. And nothing exciting other than that. N9PGE. Good.
Comment?
Okay, one sec comment. We'll clear with N9PGE, and good luck with your Mint install. I've done it myself in a dual boot configuration, and it went pretty well. So good luck, Mick. Okay, comment. Go ahead.
This is Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, Bill from Sudbury. Yeah, I was just going to mention for the Linux dual boot there. What you should do is run get a thumb drive, or if you can, like those SSD drives that plug in by USB with USB 3.0, you can run the whole operating system off of a SSD with the proper USB adapter. Some passports, like Western Digital passports and stuff like that, have USB connection to the computer, and away you go. And then what you do is make sure that you can get into your system boot. When you're booting the computer, you press like F7 or whatever, and it brings up your boot priority, and make sure that you boot from the USB stick. But I'm going to suggest to make sure before you do the full system swap with the dual boot on the same hard drive, run it a USB 3.0 USB key and have Linux installed on that as a live distribution is what they call it. So you can run it right off the USB stick at first without installing anything, and you can try it and get used to it. And then once you want to swap it and put it as a dual boot, make sure you do it only once. If you try to reinstall Linux or anything like that, it's going to get a little messy, and you might have to flip around some of your drives to make sure things work. And also, if you have a newer computer, Windows might give you a little error if you start swapping things around with the hard drive. But if you only do it using the Windows Mint install, you should be good. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, thanks for letting me apply the comment there.
84JXX.
All right, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor 2 Alpha returning. Thanks, VE3WVJ, for the comments there. I'm sure there may have been several people taking notes, but good advice, appreciate it, and hopefully that'll help Nick there. And I did hear another station, I believe it was K4JSX. If that was you, if you could confirm your call sign, and what comments do you have for the net tonight?
K4 EWE, K4JXX, not getting much of an audio. You're keying up on the dashboard, but that's about it.
K4JSX, can you read me now? This is KE8VZA.
K4JXX, I kind of got a copy of you, but you had a little, actually did a good deal of background noise on you.
All right, K4JSX, if you had some comments for the net, why don't you go ahead? All right, nothing heard. Any other stations? This will be the final call. Any other stations wishing to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now.
W8WKY.
Okay, nothing heard. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close the net down here. This is the BeaconNet on the W8WKY repeater. We meet here at 10 p.m. every Sunday and Wednesday night. And this is the Doylestown repeater, 147 Mark 390 is our frequency. And if you wish to find out more information about the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, please visit w8wky.org, and there is a ton of info there, and I encourage you to check that out if you want to learn more about our club and our net. And anyway, it's been a pleasure. This has been KE8VZA, your net control station, and many thanks to the net control team, and great trivia questions tonight, and thank you for all the check-ins that checked in. It was good to hear everybody. With that, this is KE8VZA. We're going to clear the net and return the repeater to normal amateur use. 73 all.
LKCA, Fox Queen Victor.
This is KG5SYC. Hello, Mark.
Hey, how are you? I figured I'd just put a call out, not to do anything. We had one of them kept keying up. I said, well, I put a call out. Maybe it will drop it at least, so and get it quiet so someone can still use the system. KCFQV, how are you?
This is KG5SYC. We're doing good. Just hanging out and just got done with the net and was kind of curious if this network was really that noisy. I was about ready to change over to the Oklahoma one to see if that net was just as noisy as the Doylestown one. But when I heard you come in, thought, well, we'll see if it noise up with you or not. KG5SYC.
No, there are just a few stations. They're a little noisy tonight for whatever reason. But overall, it went good. So, KCFQV. But yeah, every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock until we run out of calls. KCFQV.
Yep, quite familiar with it. Been on for a few years now. And we even met you. So there you go.
You know, I apologize. I can't recall when I met you. I was over in Norris Fest, Norris Country, KCFQV.
What? Don't remember meeting me? We come all the way from Texas and to go to your meeting and you don't remember meeting me? I'm offended.
All right, I remember. Yeah, you guys would camp up in Brimfield, I think is where you did it. Is that, if I'm getting the right people? I think I am. KCFQV.
Yeah, you're in the vicinity of the area, but yep, we spent up there with our kiddos and grandkiddos, and so just hanging out. Love going to Amish country and going up and visiting the kids, and so. And we like hanging out with Dustin and Nick and all them and giving them a hard time as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, I think Nick wanted to leave tonight. He went out to the middle of Pennsylvania. Yeah, he went out to the middle of Pennsylvania tonight. So he wanted to get away from everyone. But he stayed around. And, yeah, they had the meeting last Thursday. I was going to go, and then it was, something happened. I just, by the end of the day, by that time, I'm just almost like, I'm ready to go back to sleep, or just not ready to, it's not what it used to be. I mean, holy smokes, I used to go to the meetings every other night, every other night. Field day one day, we have field day, I go 3 or 4 sites. So, it just, not the same, but, not the same, but just don't do as much, I guess, as we age. Yeah, I didn't care about retirement at the time of when the COVID kicked in. As a matter of fact, since I wasn't doing much, I more kept working, but we retired. So, KCFQV.
being old enough to be retired. KG5SYC.
Well, the guy who got me into ham radio, he started in about 70 or 71, 81, 91, 201. Yeah, he retired from teaching about 201. Well, actually before 201, I think. It might have been 97 or 98. He retired a year or two early, I think. But, yeah, and then, of course, yeah, 30 years in the public sector, you can retire. You can go longer, and I was wanting to go longer, and some of the other guys that we had there were at work. They were going to go longer. Well, a couple of them got 32, 33. That year, I calculated up. I said to the superintendent secretary, I said, you know, at the end of this year, now we had 5 people retire. We have like 160 years, 166 years of total time of retirement in 1 year. Yeah, you know, because it was 2 maintenance people were retired. We had a head custodian retired. Another one stepped down for a year, and then he retired. Well, he did a thing. He let a new guy come in, and he was going to be there to help him and that, get acquainted, everything, make sure he was comfortable doing everything. And so he stepped down from there, and then he retired. Just what the way you work it, you know. Sometimes you do things like that. Like I retired, and another guy started in 80. He retired. All that was in 16. So then I retired again in the second job in 2000. So, KCFQV.
So a cumulative retirement. I see. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. You have a good evening and good night, and for you, I guess it's a good night, and I guess for us...
What was the answer to the word? CNC? Yeah, yes, CNC did it. Never mind.
So, we'll let you go, Mark. This is KG5SYC. We'll be clear on your final.
All right, yep, I'll let you go. I want to see how well I sleep tonight with this leg. So I'm going to go put the eye drops in and bring the laptop over here, the Chromebook. And I ain't going to do nothing when I want to go to sleep, but it needs to be back where it can get it power. Yeah, everything has to go back to power. Last night I was sleeping and the insulin pump was down to 5 or 10%. And okay, well, plug in, I'll sleep and leave it to do its thing. So I'll let you go. And yeah, I get sometimes just things get, you know, everything's there. You know, so KCFQV, you know, it's there, but you know, it just doesn't always snap in right. So like Lego blocks. So KCFQV, I'll say 73s, and they'll just leave it here for a couple, and we'll probably kick this off. If not, it'll be ready for the morning, the barometer net. I have done that. I've left it on all night. I might very well do that, just to leave it connected. And one time I did that, and I think it dropped. But we'll just leave it connected, probably. KCFQV, say 73s, and have a good night.
W8WKY.
This is KE8VZA. I'm testing a setting on my radio here. Test, test.
Sounds good. W8HRF.
All right. Thanks there, Josh. Appreciate it. KE8VZA, clear.
No problem. Have a good night, Eric. Nice work on the net. W8HRF, clear.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. And 73 to you and Lucy and Betty. KE8VZA, clear.
W8WKY.